Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing the solution to the question quicksort, which came in Codeforces round 842, happened on 5th of January 2023. You are given a permutation P of length n and a positive integer k which is less than equals to n. In one operation, you can choose k distinct elements and remove them and then add them sorted in increasing order to the end of the permutation. So let's look at the example. If P is 25134, let's check if it is a permutation or not. It has all the numbers from 1 to 5, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and which are arranged in some order. And we are given k is equals to 2. That is, we have to choose two distinct elements from this permutation and we can remove them from the given sequence and then add them sorted at the end of the sequence. So we choose 5 and 3. Then 5 and 3 are removed from the sequence and added at the end. Then the new sequence becomes 2, 1, 4, 3, 5. Now we have to find the minimum number of operations needed to sort the permutation in increasing order. It can be proven that it is always possible to do so. We don't need to worry about this part as it is already proven by them. We need to think about this minimum part. First, we will just find a way to count the number of operations in a general manner, and we would make sure that the steps we take have no other options. That is, if someone wants to sort that array, he or she needs to do those steps so that our answer is the minimum possible. First, see the proper explanation of the question. Now let us say we have a permutation P. Okay, it is a permutation of n. Then we have all the numbers from 1 till n inside this sequence, right? Now we want to sort this sequence. So we all know if we sort a permutation, the resultant sequence will always be 1 to n, as this is the sorted sequence for every permutation that is sorted in the ascending order. Now this is a big hint. This is a big hint as we need to find the sequence that is already sorted. Yes, if a sequence which is given such that 1, 4, 3, 2 and 1, 4, 3, 2. Now none of these are have any subsequence which is sorted, but if we see at 1, then 3 must move in forward direction unless it can't be made sorted. So one operation is fixed. Moreover, if 3 is moved in the end position, then we also need to move 4 at the end position, because the situation will become like this: 1, 4, 2, 3. Here we are taking k equals to 1. Then again 4 should be removed and added at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will get the sorted sequence. Is this clear? Now we take any arrangement of the permutation n, right? For example, we find a permutation P of n and we find a subsequence that is 1 to m, which is already sorted, and the numbers a1, a2 and whatnot is in front of this sorted sequence, and the numbers b1, b2 are at the end of this sorted subsequence. Okay, I hope that every one of us knows what is a subsequence. A subsequence is a subpart of a sequence, right? If the longest sorted subsequence is 1 to m, then b1 cannot be m plus 1, right? It is very simple that if b1 was m plus 1, then we would also have counted b1 and the subsequence would be 1 to m plus 1. But b1 must be greater than m plus 1, right? It is, isn't it obvious that if b1 is equals to m plus 1, then it is not the largest subsequence. Then 1 to m plus 1 will be the largest subsequence, and everything which is less than m, that is m minus 1, m minus 2, m minus 3, has already occurred in 1 to m. That is also um, very clearly visible. Then b must be greater than m plus 1, and m plus 1 must lie somewhere from b2 to the end and from a1 to the end. Moreover, a1, a2, a3, an all will be greater than m. Why? Because everything less than m is already occurred at 1 to m. So everything before 1 must be moved to the end, right? Okay. And if m plus 1 lies here or here, it doesn't matter. We need to choose those elements and put it at the back. Unless if we don't do it, then the sequence can't be sorted. I will give you another example. For example, like if we take 1, 3, 2, 6, 4, and 5. This is a permutation of 6, right? Everything before 1. This is the longest sorted subsequence, right? 1. If it had been 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3 had been the longest sorted subsequence. Let it be 1, 2, 3. Right? So now we have 1, 2, 3 as the longest sorted subsequence, and 5, 4 at the end, and 6 at the right end. You can see that 4, which is m plus 1, is not here, and it is all obviously greater than 4, which is 6. If it would have been 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4 had been the longest subsequence. Now we need to move 4 here, and if let's say k is equals to 2, then k is equals to 2 signifies that we can move at most 2 numbers at the end, right? So we take 4 and 5, as we know that 4 and 5 would be here, and then we have to move 6 as well at the end. Let's see it first. Now first we will move 4 and 5, which will give us 1, 2, 3, 6, 4 and 5, correct? And now we have to move 6, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This proves that apart from this longest sorted subsequence, we have to move everything once at the end and after sorting them, right? Unless the sequence which is given can't be sorted. If someone now comes and says, no, this is not the minimum way to do it, and I have another way which gives lesser answer, and it's the most optimized way, then we would say that no, it is not possible, as whatever we did up till now was necessary to achieve the sequence to be completely sorted, right? If we haven't moved 5 4 at the end, then it would be impossible for 1 to come at the front. This is necessary. And if we haven't moved 6, although 6 would have been some other number, then 5 and 4 could not come at the front, right? So moving this is also unnecessary part. Until we are doing everything which is necessary and without which we can't achieve our goal, then our answer is always minimum. I hope you have understood what I am trying to explain to you here and how our answer is minimum. So we did that. First we have to find the longest sorted subsequence, then we need to count that how many numbers are before and after the longest sorted subsequence, count, and the k is just used to move the to choose the elements and move it at the back, right? So if we can choose two elements at a time, then if we have to move three elements, then it would take two times. First time two of them, and the second time the third. So the answer would be, if k is divisible by 2, then k is divisible by the count, then count divided by k. If it is not divisible by count, then count divided by k plus 1. I hope I was able to make you understand my approach. And now we'll be seeing the C++ implementation of the same that we have discussed. Here I have taken the input n and k. I have taken C, using which I would count the length of the longest sorted subsequence, and it's another variable named ans. Now I have taken a vector v and taken the permutation which is given to us. Now to check the longest sorted subsequence, since c is initially 0, I have compared v of I with c plus 1. That is, initially we will check that if there is 1. After that, if we found 1, then c is incremented to 1, and then we would check for 2. And that's how, until the sorting is done, we would find the until the subsequence that we are watching is sorted, then we would count the length, unless we won't count. This if statement gives the length of the sorted subsequence. Now the number of elements which are not in the sorted subsequence is given by n minus c, right? Because in the n sorted subsequence, if there are m elements, then n minus m elements need to be moved, chosen and moved at the back after sorting them. And now the same part, if answer is divisible by k, then we have to print answer divided by k, and if there is some remainder, then we have to add one step so that the remaining numbers should also be chosen and moved at the back after sorting them. I hope that I was able to convey a proper solution to you. Thank you.